Zoe Chun stepped off the bus in her father's uniform. No hesitation. No apology. The camouflage hung heavy on her frame, sleeves rolled, collar stiff. His scent was still there, just barely, but enough to punch the breath from her lungs. 3 years. To the day. The whispers started before her second step. Laughter followed. A screen lit. Then another. Her image spread before she made it past the curb. She didn't need to see the captions. She could feel them clawing at her back. Then, Madison Torres. Loud. Perfect. Cruel without trying. Is she seriously wearing that to homecoming week? Zoe didn't blink. Her eyes locked forward. Her fists, hidden in loose sleeves, curled tighter. More laughter. Louder now. Phones rose like weapons. Then boots scuffed pavement behind her. A thud in rhythm. Left. Right. Left. Right. Came the mocking chant. She knew that voice. Jake Morrison. Quarterback. King of Lincoln High. 10 Hut. We've got ourselves a real soldier here, boys. Roars of laughter. Zoe didn't turn. Her steps never slowed. But her throat burned. Her jaw clenched so hard it hurt. Her fingers shook beneath fabric that used to mean safety. Now it made her a target. She wore it because she had to. Because every October 15th, she'd feel the silence again. The knock. The look on her mother's face. And if she didn't wear it, if she didn't carry him somehow, he'd feel further away. They didn't know. They didn't care. To them, she was a joke in boots. And with every step, every whisper, every camera flash, she felt herself disappearing, piece by piece, behind their noise. But still she walked. Straight. Silent. And alone. Her locker stood in the middle of everything. She hated that. Every hallway passed it. Every crowd streamed by. Today, someone got there first. A single piece of notebook paper flapped slightly against the cold metal. G.I. Jane wants attention. Thick black marker. Sloppy on purpose. Cowardice disguised as a joke. She stared at it. Her chest tightened. No tears. Not here. She ripped it down, crumpled it hard in her fist, the sound sharp and final. The paper dug into her palm, but she didn't let go. Not yet. Behind her, voices didn't stop. They just dipped lower. Closer. Hungrier. The lock spun beneath her fingers, but they were slick with sweat. She missed the combination once. Then again. Numbers blurred. The metal clicked open with a soft clank that felt far too loud. A voice behind her. Quiet. Curious. Almost kind. Is this for some kind of project or something? Zoe turned slightly. Ashley Kim. Not mean. Not kind. Just watching. Her throat felt tight. Words threatened to tremble. Something like that. She didn't look again. Books out. Movements automatic. Mechanical. Survive the next hour. Then the next. That's how today would go. She glanced up, just once. The mirror taped inside her locker door caught her reflection. Dog tags glinted from beneath the collar. For a second, just a second, he was there. Hand on her shoulder. That steady voice in her ear. Telling her to hold. Telling her she's strong. Then the hallway crashed back in. 100 stares, 1,000 whispers. Every one of them waiting. Judging. She shut the locker, closed the mirror, and locked the part of her that wanted to cry, scream, or run. Today wasn't about grief anymore. It was about endurance. Chemistry was supposed to be safe. Numbers. Logic. No opinions. Just answers. But today, even formulas couldn't protect her. She slid into the back row, kept her eyes low, breath even. Her father's sleeves still too long, the cuffs brushing against her notebook. Tyler Brooks stood up before the lesson even started. Too fast. Too loud. Already grinning. Need to sharpen my pencil, he said. But he didn't head for the sharpener. He turned. Walked the long way. Right past her desk. With one wide sweep of his arm, everything hit the floor, textbook, notebook, pencil case. Oops, he said. Big smile. False innocence dripping from every word. Then louder. Boom. Kaboom. Laughter. Some covered their mouths. Others didn't bother. Zoe bent down, eyes burning, fingers reaching. Tyler leaned down too, closer now. His breath hot. Careful there, soldier, he whispered. Then nudged her pencil under the desk with his foot. Wouldn't want you to call in an airstrike on the chemistry lab. More laughter. This time louder. Meaner. Unfiltered. Her hand froze mid-reach. Then curled into a fist. She straightened up. Slow. Controlled. Her face gave nothing. But her fists trembled white under the sleeves. Mrs. Patterson kept talking. Still at the board. Still unaware. The whispers crawled through the room. She's nuts. Is this like her thing now? Someone get her a tank. Every sentence felt like glass under her skin. But she said nothing. No tears. No flinch. Just sat back down. Eyes forward. Heart pounding. And the storm building inside her. Quiet. Invisible. Impossible to ignore. She sat alone. Corner table. Back to the wall. Tray untouched. For a minute, there was quiet. Not peace. Just space. And she clung to it. Then heels clicked. Voices followed. Madison Torres, flanked by Brittany and Chloe, smiles sharp as knives, eyes already scanning her like prey. Madison didn't wait. She dropped into the seat across from Zoe, uninvited, perfectly composed. We get that you're trying to be edgy or whatever, but this costume thing is getting old. Zoe didn't move. Brittany leaned in, voice bright with venom. There are so many cute boutiques in town. We could totally take you shopping sometime. Chloe nodded, saccharine sweet. Yeah, like, we're not trying to be mean or anything, but you're kind of making everyone uncomfortable. The room hushed. Conversations dipped. Phones tilted up. The crowd could smell it, blood in the water. Zoe placed her fork down. Slowly. Then stood. Chair scraped the floor. Loud. Unapologetic. Eyes locked on Madison's. Voice even. Burning. You have no idea what you're talking about. Madison blinked. Then smiled. Cruelty returned. Oh, please. What are you going to do? Call your daddy to come save you. The words hit harder than anyone could see. Zoe's lips parted. The response forming. But she never got the chance. A deep, growing roar swallowed the room. At first, distant. Then shaking the walls. Trays rattled. Conversations stopped mid-sentence. Every head turned. Every breath caught. And Zoe froze. Mid-thought. Mid-breath. Because she knew that sound. She knew exactly what was coming. The roar grew louder. Windows shook. Forks hit trays. Silence took over in waves. Then shadow. Outside the glass, something massive cut across the sky. A Black Hawk helicopter. Students bolted for the windows. Phones up. Mouths open. Teachers shouted, but no one listened. No one could. The rotors thundered above the school. Wind lashed the glass. Lights flickered. Zoe didn't move. Didn't breathe. Her hands were still on the table. Her chest tight. That sound, she'd heard it before. She'd memorized it. The helicopter hovered, circled, then drifted toward the football field. The noise wasn't just loud. It was commanding. And then, Zoe Chun to the main office. I repeat, Zoe Chun to the main office. The intercom cut through the roar like a blade. The cafeteria froze. Then a shift. Eyes turned. Hundreds of them. All on her. No one laughed now. No one moved. Phones rose, silent and trembling. She stood again. Same boots, same jacket, but everything felt different. She walked. The crowd parted. Footsteps steady. Echoing now. Not mocked. Not ignored. Observed. Documented. Followed. No one asked why. No one dared. And somewhere, outside, the helicopter waited. And so did the truth. She stepped onto the field, flanked by 2 officers. Boots steady. Eyes forward. The crowd was silent. Thousands now. Students, teachers, even staff. Every phone lowered. Every face still. Colonel Sarah Mitchell stood at the center. Dress uniform pressed. Hands folded behind her back. Zoe stopped beside her. The microphone crackled. Then, her voice. 3 years ago today, Staff Sergeant David Chun made the ultimate sacrifice. No one moved. He died saving 12 members of his unit during an ambush outside Kandahar. He left cover to establish a communication link. He was killed by sniper fire while completing that mission. His actions saved lives. Zoe's eyes stung, but she didn't blink. His daughter, Zoe, the colonel said, turning slightly, has honored him every year on this day by wearing his uniform. Quietly, without asking for attention, the aide stepped forward, carrying a folded flag. Crisp, precise. The colonel placed it in Zoe's hands, then opened a wooden box. Inside, gleaming in the sunlight, the Medal of Honor. She pinned it to Zoe's chest, leaned in close, whispered words only she could hear. He would be so proud of the woman you've become. His courage lives on in you. The field held its breath. No applause, no noise, just tears. Real, unfiltered. Even the loudest students wiped their faces. Tyler Brooks stepped out first, voice shaking. I'm so sorry, he whispered. Your dad, he was a real hero. I didn't know. I'm so sorry. Zoe looked at him. Not angry, just tired. Now you know why I wear this uniform. Madison followed. Her voice barely audible. Zoe, she stopped. Eyes wet. Words failing. Zoe answered for her. Calm. Final. You saw someone different and decided that made them a target. Madison lowered her eyes. And the silence held. This time, not from cruelty, but from knowing they'd gotten everything wrong. The rotors spun up again. Wind kicked through the field. Loose hair flew. Phones rose one last time. Zoe didn't move. Flag in one arm. Metal pinned close. She stared as the Black Hawk lifted, slow at first, then climbing hard into the sky. No cheers. No voices. Just awe. The sound thundered above them. Then faded. Gone. The field stayed full, but everything had shifted. No one looked at her the same. No one dared speak. But it wasn't over. Not for her. Not inside. She stood alone, boots still planted in the grass, eyes tracing the place where the helicopter disappeared into clouds. Behind her, Tyler and Madison didn't speak. Couldn't. The weight of what they'd said, what they'd done, settled heavy in the air between them. But Zoe didn't turn. Didn't answer. Didn't need to. She stayed still. Not because it was over, but because it wasn't. Not even close. She stood, boots planted, heart thundering, as the Black Hawk disappeared into the clouds. Around her, the crowd whispered. But Zoe heard only one thing, his voice. Stand tall. Be proud. And she did. But she wasn't done yet. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe and like the video, and don't forget to comment down below.